Welcome to the book of Shmuel Alef, chapter 27, Paragraph Zayin, where David gives up on playing cat and mouse with Shaul. He's like, you know what? I'm done. I am going to go now to live in the land of Plishtim. And that's what he does. He goes to the land of Plishtim, where Shaul is not going to chase him. David is done with playing that. David goes with his 600 men to Achish, the king of Gat. Achish is the king of Gat, which is a territory among Plishtim. It doesn't mean that it's the same as all other Plishtim. It doesn't mean that David's friends with all Plishtim. We've seen that he's enemies with many of the Plishtim. But Achish, the king of Gat, who's specifically a Plishti, does get along with David. And David is there with his wife Achinoam and Abigail. And Shaul hears that David has gone past enemy lines. He's living with the Plishtim, so he's like, you know what? I don't need to chase him anymore. He's not a threat to me at all. And so David turns to Achish, the king of Gat, and he's like, listen, why should I be here with you at the capital city, cause you trouble? Give me a little city for me and my men, and I'll be there, and I won't bother you. I'll stay out of sight. I won't make drama. And so Achish, the king of Gat, gives David and his people the city of Tziklag. And so David sits in Tziklag for a year and 4 months. And basically what David does is he has to eat and he has to pay his bills. And he does it the way they used to do it in those days, which is kind of terrible. But it's called plunder or be plundered. And they would go and they would plunder different cities that belonged to the Geshuri, the Gerizi, the Amaleki. But when he would come back, after David would plunder those cities, he would come back to Achish, and Achish would be like, which cities did you plunder? And David would say, the cities of Bnei Israel. So Achish is like, this guy's done with Bnei Israel. He's one of us. I can trust him. He's not a traitor. He's not going to cause any trouble. And that's how David survived, by telling Achish, look, I'm done with Bnei Israel. In fact, he wasn't done with Bnei Israel, but that's what he told Achish. Believe it or not, that is chapter 27, Paragraph Zayin, very short. So David gets tired of doing cat and mouse with Shaul. He goes to the land of Plishtim, to Achish, the king of Gat, and then he asks Achish for the city of Tziklag, where he lives with his family and his 600 people. And then when they go and they plunder and they take cities, he keeps telling Achish that he's doing that to Bnei Israel. That way Achish thinks he's done with Bnei Israel and that David is not going back to Bnei Israel. He can be trusted. He's not anymore one of Bnei Israel. That is chapter 27. Big drama in chapter 28. Stay tuned.